I feel like it's about time for me to update you guys on some of my favorite Korean skincare for my dry, sensitive skin, because I definitely have some go-tos when it comes to dealing with my skin. So I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite products, including one brand that I have literally been using for like a decade now. I partnered with Style Korean on this video because not only are they one of my go-to online retailers for everything Korean beauty, but they have so many products and brands. They have a huge selection, so it's really nice because I know that I'm always getting authentic products shipped straight from Korea. So Style Korean is one of my online retailers that I can shop from worry-free. They also have not only a huge selection, but very reasonably priced items. So I absolutely love them. I've worked with them in the past, and they're definitely, like I said, one of my go-tos. And before we get into the products themselves, Style Korean also gave me a discount code to share with you guys. I'm gonna put it on screen as well as in the description box below, but it's 10% off the products that I mentioned in this video, so definitely take advantage. So everything that I talk about in this video, I'm gonna link down in the description box below. But without much further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is a brand that I have been using for several years now, and it's always been one of my go-to for not only my sensitive skin, but just for my skin in general. Even when I was younger and had more tolerable skin to now that my skin has changed a lot, I have used this since then, so I've been consistently having them in and out of my routine for years, and that is Benton. Now, Benton was actually one of the first Korean beauty brands that I started using when I got into the Korean beauty industry and started trying out a lot of Korean skincare. And Benton was one of those brands, and still is one of those brands, that's kind of on the edge of skincare technology. They're always innovating, even with their packaging, to their formulas, to the ingredients themselves. They're always using something that I remember being impressed by and still am. On top of that, for me with sensitive skin, they're also cruelty-free and they use no fragrance in their products. So they really do tailor a lot of their skincare products to those of us who have sensitive skin. So I can easily and confidently select a Benton product and know it'll pretty much work for my skin. Now, this is the product specifically that I have been using consistently for years, and that is the Snail Bee High Content Essence. And it's actually one of the first skincare products that I use that featured the ingredient snail secretion filtrate. Now, like I said, I feel like snail secretion filtrate has become a little bit more mainstream, but what keeps this product that features this ingredient unique to me is they also couple this with another interesting ingredient, which is bee venom. And bee venom is known for its anti-aging properties. So you have the snail secretion filtrate, which is going to help with recovery of the skin, it's going to help with skin barriers, it's going to help with texture, but then you couple that with the bee venom, which is going to help with anti-aging. So I find that this helps with my skin texture and also kind of the overall elasticity of the skin. And when I say that, I kind of mean like how my skin rebounds from day to day, things. Your skin goes through a lot, so like I work on constant recovery of my skin, and because it is that essence, it does absorb into the skin very quickly for me, so it's non-sticky, and it's just a lovely product that, like I said, I've been using for years. So if I'm talking about Benton, you know I gotta mention this product. Now, this is another product from Benton that I've really been enjoying, and it's also unique because of the formula. Like, genuinely, I don't think I've ever tried anything like this, and this is the vitamin C serum. So the reason, I'll just tell you right off the bat, that I think this is so unique is because it almost goes onto the skin like a cream, and because of that, it has a waterless formula, so you're not getting a lot of filler in this product that you're essentially paying for. So it's a little bit thicker than your typical vitamin C serum. So in that sense, I find it really unique, and I like that I'm getting more bang for my buck in a sense. It does have a vitamin C in it at 20%, so it's a pretty high percentage, so it'll still be effective on the skin. But because it also comes in that like pump format, it also keeps it from oxidizing. So it's not like other vitamin C's where you have to be really careful with how much air gets into the product. This one you can use confidently without having to worry about your vitamin C oxidizing. So if you're looking for a vitamin C that's gonna really help with that hyperpigmentation, this one's excellent because not only the waterless formula, the 20% vitamin C, but it also has glutathione in it, so it's gonna help with brightening the skin. So this vitamin C is really designed for hyperpigmentation in mind and preventing those pigment from coming to the surface of the skin. So I've really been enjoying this. It's definitely different from what I'm used to in the past, but in every way, that's great. And then last but not least, this is a newer product for me that I have been testing out for a couple weeks now from Benton, and this is the Guava 70 Skin Toner face mask pad. Now, pads have been all over the market lately, so I have been definitely dipping my toes in a lot of different versions and brands, and I've really been enjoying this one from Benton. The guava leaf extract in this specifically is very potent with powerful antioxidants, and it's rich in vitamin C, E, and polyphenols. And these are also kind of known for their soothing and hydrating properties, so I like this because in a pad product like this, I not only use it on a day-to-day basis just to swipe over the skin to give my skin kind of like a toner effect, But I also use this as a treatment because I will leave it on my skin for prolonged periods of time. Any chance I get to get more hydration into my routine, I will take. So the pad itself is very thin and saturated in like essence. And then what's really nice about it is it like melts onto the skin because of the texture. So because it adheres so closely, I feel like it really locks those ingredients into my skin for the 5 to 10 minutes that I have it on, and then when I remove it, it pretty much absorbs into my skin. It almost looks like it's hard to see it on screen, but yeah, it just like melts into the skin like that, and then tap it in. Now, unlike Benton, which I used for years, this brand that I'm about to talk about is a new brand that I discovered on Style Korean that I have been really enjoying, and it is the brand Heia. Now, Heia is dedicated to formulating clean, vegan, and cruelty-free products, and the philosophy behind the brand is clean but minimal, so you'll notice the packaging is very simple, but the products themselves are very great for sensitive skin. In fact, it's dermatologist tested for sensitive skin types in mind. And also, speaking of the packaging being minimalist, it's also minimalist in this sense of it being more eco-friendly, so it's kind of keeping the environment in mind. Now, the first product that I've been enjoying from Heia is their mild but deep cleansing water. And I love using a cleansing water for the morning time specifically because I don't always wash my skin with a cleanser in the morning. So sometimes I'll just take a product like this, swipe it over my skin, and this does a really good job of gently removing kind of the grime from sleep. But also if I were using it during the day, like in between videos when I'm switching my makeup, or at the end of the day to make sure my makeup or sunscreen's removed completely, it also does a really good job at breaking through a lot of those impurities, the dirt, the oil, the sunscreen, anything that kind of accumulates. But I like to use my cleansing waters in the morning. Now, you know I'm always gonna tell you what's different about the products that I'm recommending from like other cleansing waters on the market is that this has a multi-micellar technology. So what that means is it's actually gonna work deeper in the skin. So besides just removing that surface layer dirt and impurities, it's also going to work at the deeper pore level. And I feel like this product's gonna last me a while because you can't really see, but I'm here and I've been using this for a couple weeks. But it's just like one of those products that I feel like is gonna last me a while. So another thing to note about this. Next, I'm gonna be talking about this from Heia, and this is their Chamomile 80.9 All Day Essential Water. Now, this product is packed with chamomile, which is known for its antioxidant properties. It's good for soothing down the skin. It's also anti-inflammatory, and it comes in a mist form. Again, my skin gets agitated a lot just from my work and my sensitivities, so I like having something that's gonna help immediately calm down my skin and feel soothing and calming on my skin. If I'm feeling particularly stressed out, or I need a little something refreshing my skin, or my skin's feeling irritated, I can just like spritz on a little bit and go. It doesn't feel sticky or heavy on the skin, and like you just saw, I can spray this on clean skin or I can spray it on top of makeup, so it's multifunctional in that sense. But you can also use this in exchange for a toner, an essence, mist, or a serum. This is very multifunctional in that sense as well. Again, there's no irritating fragrance, colors, or alcohol in this. I just burn through mist like this, and I've really been enjoying this one from Heia. The last product I'm going to be talking about is the Heia Kelp Concentrate Synergy Mask. This is actually one of the first skincare ingredients I have used regularly that contains kelp, so I was actually excited to do a little research behind the ingredient and kind of figure out what's good about it for the skin, and come to find out, it's a nutrient-rich seaweed that contains things like antioxidant. It's very nutrient-rich and has a lot of minerals packed in. It's very deeply nourishing on the skin, so it's gonna help with things like barrier recovery, and very similar to the pad that I showed you earlier from Benton. I like these because I use these a lot as like treatments. It's really nice because I feel like this is very nourishing on the skin. In fact, I use this when my skin's feeling a bit more fragile, or I feel like my skin needs a little bit more cooling. I actually took these with me on a bachelorette trip recently where I knew I was going to be spending a little bit more time in the sun, kept these in the fridge, and when I came out, obviously I had SPF and hung out in the shade, but you know, your skin still gets warm and hot when you're outdoors, so I like using these as kind of like a treatment to cool down my skin again. So anyways, guys, those are some of my recent favorite Korean skincare products that are great for my dry, sensitive skin type. Again, a big thank you to Style Korean for working with me on this video. I always love partnering with them. I said this 1,000 times, but I love them as a retailer. They have always been supportive of my channel. They have had so many products and brands on their website. In fact, I use them a lot when I'm doing research because they have a lot of information in general on their website. Their prices are very competitive. It's authentic and straight from Korea. There are so many reasons why I love Style Korean. So all the products that I mentioned are going to be listed in the description box below again. And they were generous to give me a discount code, which I'm going to put here on screen. So yeah, thank you, Style Korean, and I hope this was helpful if you guys also have dry, sensitive skin, you were looking for some recommendations in general. And as always, I hope you guys are happy and healthy, and don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.